Hello, today I'm going to be doing my final science reflection. So, number one, what activity did you benefit most from and why? I thought that the most beneficial assignment this semester was the field trip where we found the three animals and three plants, and then we came back and we shared our findings on YouTube. I think that this assignment gave us a chance as adults to really stop and smell the roses, if you will. We had to go, and sometimes it was backyards, sometimes people were at zoos when they shared. I did mine at recess at the school that I work at. And so, a lot of these plants and animals that we were finding, we probably see day in and day out, but we don't ever take the time or have the time or reasoning to really understand or explore or research just what these animals are, where they come from, why they're here, the different kinds of plants. So I think it was just an eye-opening experience and something I'm really thankful that I got to do, because otherwise I probably wouldn't spend the time, really thinking and noticing, these uh, we had bad worms. What were they called? The army worms this year. I just thought of them as an annoyance, and then this gave me a chance to really like, wow, we have a lot of these. I would like to know why these are here. I would like to know what they do, and things like that. So I appreciated that experience. I also feel like in my classroom, it opened my eyes to a super easy activity that could be totally built upon, but gives the children a chance to also go out and notice things that maybe they don't realize they're overlooking or not noticing, and it gives them a chance to kind of really understand their surroundings. So, number two, what activity was least beneficial and why? I think that you, Mrs. Rhodes, hit the nail on the head as far as in our writing, sometimes we just get on a roll and we just go, and it's not fully reflected upon and thought about. And so, um, the journal article review for me was probably least beneficial, simply because I think assignments like these I really do reflect and gain something from and go deeper. When I'm writing a reflection, it's kind of almost feels like it's going through the motions, as far as I didn't feel like I gained a whole lot that I could use in my classroom. The article was very interesting, but I think you've provided a lot of awesome resources outside of this article that I decided to review for whatever reason, and so there you have it. Number three, what can the instructor do different to make this course a better experience, and why? In our assignments this semester, I think that there was an awesome diversity of different ways to do the assignments. So, like, sometimes we did these reflections in the YouTubes and the discussion boards, the writing, the lesson plans, things like that. And my favorite assignments were when we got to say our assignment, I guess, record ourselves and then upload it to YouTube, because you're right, we really had to think and understand what we were, guess, going to be sharing. So I think an awesome thing that could be added to this course is VoiceThread, where it's more of a interactive reflecting and sharing, because a lot of times I would watch people's YouTube and I just felt like, oh, I see your face, I want to share how excited or how awesome I think what you did was, and sometimes when we're typing it can't come across as we want it to. So I think with a VoiceThread we would be able to interact more, where you record your comments, you can video and record your comments, and just kind of give a central hub to where we could put all of our video recordings. So that would be my only piece of, I guess, improvement that I think could be added to the course. Do you feel better, worse, or the same regarding your abilities to teach science in the classroom, and why? Well, obviously, I feel better. I definitely feel I've gained tons of resources or places that I know will have resources for anything that I'm looking for. I've gained lots of ideas from the materials as well as other people. I like that I've kind of seen other people's viewpoints as far as maybe they aren't as confident as they, want to be, and I'm kind of in that boat as well. But the more practice, the better I feel. So I definitely think that I'm only going to get stronger and more confident and improve upon teaching science in the future. And the last one, what will be most important to you when you teach science in the classroom? I think that the most important thing for me personally when I go into teach science in the classroom is, no matter what, putting the effort and making the time to provide students with, I guess, hands-on interactive opportunities that I know I have so greatly benefited from in my schooling when I was little, all the way up until now in some of the assignments we've got to do. It just has such a bigger impact when kids are able to touch and feel and go places and explore and do things that kids need to do and so often don't get a chance to do anymore because there's just not enough time in the day. And so I really hope that I will not veer from making that time and putting in maybe that extra hour to make sure that I can give my kids an experience that they'll remember and that will stick in their mind to help them understand a concept instead of just copying some worksheets and putting those out on their desks. So I really appreciate, and I think this has been an awesome semester. I've learned so much. I have been exposed to so much that I didn't know about, and I am so excited to continue learning and improving upon science and the teaching of it. Thank you so much.